4 more debutants go round here in our 7th event of the programme, which is a Class 4 back down the straight 1,000 metres, multi-million. Winner 2 starts back, beaten favourite though last time out, finished 3rd. Gallant Legacy, first of the debutants, and ISG. Fabulous 8, beaten on debut by Glenealy Generals, just a short head separated them. Dancing Fighter on debut, Door on debut, as is Voyage Star. And then Garrison of Garrow, who was 5th behind Spirit of a Second. That was over the 200 metres at Happy Valley. Gets back to the 1,000 metres here once more, now with David Ferraris. Lunar Zephyr has been up at Chung Fa for most of December. He's a course and distance winner. The record reads all right, actually, down the straight.
Good speed. We've seen multi-million jump out well. He's drawn gate number 2 again, and he will potentially be looking for the outside rail. Will multi-million. Dancing Fighter there. He can certainly race forward. He's shown that in his trials he can race up with the pace. 3 of the 4 debutants potentially can race up with the pace here. Gallant Legacy, Voyage Star. You can see Roman Odyssey just behind them. Door, the one that we've got out the back.
I quite like the work of this horse coming into this race. Gallant Legacy, Douglas White's aboard. He's had 3 trials. He's 1,084 pounds. He has missed the start in a couple of those trials. That's just a little query on him, but he's got plenty of speed. Fabulous 8 just got beaten on the bob on debut, and Responsibly aboard, and he's come on since that run as well. So I think he looks really tough to beat. He's got a better barrier this time as well, barrier 11. He drew barrier 4 on his debut run. And Voyage Star, another one of these first starters, he's had 3 trials. He's 1,201 pounds, so another really big, strong horse. Barrier 6 firm, and the cheek pieces will go on him. You can see him wearing them in that bit of work. All
right, we'll have a look at him in action in a moment or so. Let's start off, though, with some race footage of multi-million. Favourite with beaten here, and Fabulous 8 on debut. Yeah,
I made Fabulous 8 my long shot, and he just got beaten right on the bob here. But unfortunately for me, with Glenealy Generals, Zach Purden gave him a really good ride, and he was in front a stride before the post, Fabulous 8, and a stride after. So I like him. I do like multi-million as well coming out of this race. He's got barrier 2, and there's a bit of pace underneath him with some of these first starters, so he just might have to work that little bit extra. So I think Fabulous 8, with the 6-pound sort of pull, can beat him.
I thought his last 200 metres was excellent. Last time out in midfield, got to the middle of the track and really closed off strongly, only beaten a short margin behind Glenealy Generals, and there was nothing wrong with multi-million's run. He went round at 350. He's been favourite in all 3 of his runs, but I think Fabulous 8 might peg him back for that favouritism tag.
Yeah, Matthew Poon took a bit of weight off multi-million last time, so actually meets him slightly better at the weights as well.
Yeah, all right, so that's a Fabulous 8 and multi-million. What about Travel Daytook, who takes the drop in trip here from the 12 at Happy Valley down to the 1,000 metres?
Yeah, he was midfield last time out here at the Valley. This was the race that was won by Waldorf. Waldorf again has come out and run well during the week. You can see on this occasion Travel Daytook for Matthew Chadwick finding the line okay over the concluding stages there. 23.07 his final 400 metres, beaten only 2.5 lengths. Certainly wasn't a bad run on that occasion. He might be worth a look. He was shorter in the market on that occasion too.
Richard Gibson's got the horse going quite well, really. He's had a couple of good placings. He has been placed once down the straight 1,000 before. He ran 4th from his 3 starts, so yeah, he could run all right.
Stable in form as well, had a big winner in the last race. Literature at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Zach Purden returns. Great to have the champion back in action this weekend. He'll ride the first starter here as well, Dancing Fighter.
Zach Dancing Fighter, well-bred 3-year-old stepping out for the first time on the weekend. You've ridden him in both of his trials. What sort of opinion do you have of him?
He's a nice enough horse. He's got speed. He's shown that in his trials. So it's usually a nice asset to have in Hong Kong.
Are you confident about his chances heading into the weekend?
Yeah, it's a nice race. There's a couple of horses in it that go pretty well. So he's going to need to step away and get himself in the right spot. And if he can do that, he'll be competitive.
Is he forward enough for his first up run?
Oh, listen, he's Casper's hasn't given him a whole heap of work, but he's done enough to go to the races and hopefully do well.
Saturday's your first meeting back for a couple of weeks. How have you spent your time off?
I spent it eating my way through Hong Kong, unfortunately. Now I've got to try and get it all back off.
It's got to ride at 119 as well. It might be a pound overweight there. What do we make of Dancing Fighter, though? Nice
horse, really nice horse. I've got him in the numbers. He's 11.25. He's only had the 2 trials. Tongue tie goes on. Hopefully Zach won't nut Fabulous 8 like he did with the Glenealy Generals, but I still think he'll run well.
He was actually known before, he had a name before he got here, Umi Zumi, and he had shown good gate speed in his trials here. Plenty of winners from the family. The dam, she was Group 1 place behind Miss Finland in 1,000 guineas over in Australia. So there's plenty of breeding, and he's trialled well.
Yeah, she won the Carbine as well. She's a miler, so I was just thinking maybe they might need a bit further.
Yeah, could well. Umi Zumi's a child's TV program. You probably don't know that, Tom, not having kids, but
You
Umi
seem to know
Zumi.
about it.
Yeah, the kids used to watch it all
No, I
the
didn't
time.
know that either. But,
There you go.
But there you go. We'll move on. Gallant Legacy. The next one we see.
viewer.
Reduced Choice ISG, a 311 Oasis Dream mare. Michael Chang's got him.
Don't mind this one either. Of 1,084, as I mentioned, 3 trials. We showed his track work. That was pretty good. The only thing is he has missed the start in his trials. That's the only query. But once he gets going, he's got plenty of ability. You can see him winning this 800-metre trial.
I might just take a watch on him this time. I think he still looks a little bit raw. Gallant Legacy, crossover noseband on the first time. Just from that trial, I thought he just looked a little raw.
All right, one more first starter to have a look at, and that's Voyage Star. I think it's probably the biggest of the 4 debutants.
Yeah, 1,201 pounds for him. Cheek pieces on. He's had the 3 trials here. He goes okay. I didn't find a spot for him, but his trial was okay.
I threw him in for the minor end of the prize. Half to a Group 3 New Zealand winner, Volks Lightning. He had a couple of trials in New Zealand as well. He's shown enough speed in his trials to put himself there at the business end. He wasn't beaten far in that trial. I think he ran 6th over the concluding stages there, but didn't think it was a bad effort from him. Derek Long riding for Benno Young.
All right, Dancing Fighter's come up short here, Paul, but you've already declared your hand, really.
I have a Fabulous 8, and I'm happy to take the price that he comes up with. I just thought he should have just about won on debut, and he's improved since then. He's got a better barrier 11, so happy to go with him. From Multi-Million, who's been there, done that. He's already a winner down the straight 1,000. He just has to get across from 2, and there is a bit of pace underneath him. Dancing Fighter will be one of those ones that'll be kicking up, and so will Gallant Legacy. So the 2 of the first starters in there underneath. So 4, 1, 6 and 3. Happy to take the 4.3 about Fabulous 8.
Yeah, she's certainly not going to get the 8 quite that was around him last time out for his first up effort, Fabulous 8, but I think he will be hard to beat the 4. I've got I sort of hummed and hard for 2nd and 3rd between Multi-Million and Dancing Fighter, who's come up short at 2.20, but I decided to go with Multi-Million because there's been nothing wrong with his runs. He keeps learning on the job. Dancing Fighter's showing plenty of good speed at the trials, and Voyage Star, the other one I've got in the mix as well, another of the first starters. But we'll go with 4, 1, 6 and 9. And we'll try the trio here with 4, 1, 6 and 9. All
right, I've left the favourite out, Dancing Fighter. I think Fabulous 8 take the world of beating. I've got Gallant Legacy and Door, the 2 first starters in. I think Door's trial at Happy Valley, have a look at that. I thought that looked pretty good. That's race number 7.